Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Our next coin we're going to look at here is a 1955 S Lincoln Wheat Cent. It's a business strike coin from the San Francisco Mint. This one has been graded by PCGS, and they graded it Mint State 65 red. We'll take a look at the front and back of this coin. And I did notice under the chin there, looks like there's a couple little lines. I thought this was interesting. I don't know if in the final video it'll come out so well. I don't know if it's just a die mark or what exactly it is. Or I guess that's a scratch on the slab. I was going to say, oh no, there does seem to be something. Maybe it's just a scratch on the coin on the final 5 in 1955. While I was getting this coin ready, I was remembering different times that I found cool stuff on the ground. And I guess I wonder, what's the coolest thing you guys have ever just found on the ground, money-wise? The oldest coin that I found, I'll have to find it and make a video of it, and I can't remember the date, but it was just on the ground, just sitting on the ground, maybe about 10 feet from a payphone. I think I was making a phone call, and I looked down and there's a coin on the ground, and it was I believe a skilling. I think I found out later it was a Danish coin, and it was from, I want to say it was in the early 1700s, like 1760s or something like that. That's the oldest coin I've ever found on the ground. The most I've ever found on the ground was I found one time I was walking on a bike path with some friends on the way to school, and I look in the field to the right of us and I see a $20 bill laying there. And I'm like, money! And go and grab it. And then I see another 20 and another 20, and I find a 50, and I find another 50 and a 20. And my friends are all looking at the same time. There's like 2 or 3 other kids with me walking. None of them found anything, but I found $200. The 250s were like taped together, and it was just strewn about in a field in like 2-3 foot tall grass. And so I'm sitting there on the bike path counting this money when this lady comes walking by, and she's like, "What are you doing with all that money? Like, where did you get that?" And I'm like, "I found it." And she's like, "You need to give it to the police. You need to give it to me. I'm going to give it to the police." And I'm like, "Get away from me, lady. I found it." And she's trying to take the money and trying to like take me. Like, and I run away from the lady and run home, and I tell my parents, like, I just found this money and this lady's trying to like take the money from me and give it to the police. I know we got to turn it into the police. Someone lost it. But like, she was trying to take it from me, like it's not hers, and like she was like trying to grab me and like bring me somewhere. It was kind of scary, but I ended up calling the police, and they came and took the money away, and they told me in a year, if nobody claimed it, that I could have it. And so I waited a year, and a year and a day after, I called the police and I said, like, "Hey, I turned in this money, and you know, did anyone claim it?" And they're like, "No, we don't have any records of anyone claiming it. We'll get back to you." And I received another call back saying, "We've lost the money." I was kind of upset. I was upset. Because the money just got conveniently lost at the police station. And then I think a couple weeks later, they called back, and they said that it was in a filing cabinet, and it had fallen behind the like someone had pulled a drawer out, and it must have been full, and it fell in the back. And so they called me up and said, "Hey, we've got your money. No one claimed it. We found it. Sorry about that." And so I got the money. And I think with the money, I bought myself a VCR. I was pretty psyched to have a VCR. And then I think my house got robbed and the VCR got stolen. And then I think there was actually insurance, and so I got my money back, and I don't remember what I did with it. But long story. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the videos. Wish you guys a great day. Thanks so much for watching.